Hello students. So today we'll be discussing the fourth part of Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. We have done that Bipin Chaudhary had once gone to Kalicharan's to buy books as it was his habit. We all know that he was a very introvert kind of person. He didn't used to spend his time in idle talks or gossiping, or he didn't have much of friends. So he used to buy books per week and used to read at least 5 books per week. Then he met Parimal Ghosh on that soap that day, and that Parimal Ghosh told him that he had been to Bipin Chaudhary had been to Ranchi in 1958 and he had met him there, and he had shared many details like his wife had died 10 years ago, he had no children, and that his brother had died of insanity. That is why he didn't visited to Ranchi mental asylum in Ranchi, and he went to Hudru Falls. Then there he had a cut on his knee, and Parimal Ghosh also told that he used to carry his bag of books in his sightseeing trips. Despite of giving so much details, Bipin Babu couldn't remember that he had been to Ranchi in 1958, and so he was doubtful. His head started spinning because he was thinking, he believed that he had not been to Ranchi. He is not able to remember that he has gone to Ranchi, but Parimal Ghosh is well convinced, and he said that he gave many details that he also didn't like the food there in the hotel, and he wanted the food cooked by a bawarchi or a cook. Then what happened? Then he called Dinesh Mukherjee and he wanted to confirm, because Dinesh Mukherjee was also there with him in at Ranchi. So Dinesh Mukherjee confirmed this. Yes, we had gone to Ranchi. Now, still, even after being confirmed by this, Dinesh Mukherjee is not able to remember. Then thirdly, what happens? Then he meets Chunilal, comes to meet him. Chunilal is one of his friends, and Chunilal had asked him to do a favor. He had lost his job lately, and he wanted Bipin Babu to help him by providing him a job. Then at the time he has a talk, and Chunilal also confirmed that yes, you had been to Ranchi. Then he went to a specialist. He went to a physician, that was Paresh Chanda, because everyone confirmed. Parimal Ghosh was saying, Dinesh Mukherjee was saying, even Chunilal has confirmed that he has gone to Ranchi, but he is not able to remember. So Paresh Chanda says that this is a unique case, and he is a general physician, he is not a specialist of this case. So what he should do, he should visit Ranchi once again, and there, if he had been to Ranchi previously, then he will be able to remember that. So he, in the fourth part, we will be discussing how he goes to Ranchi and he tries to remember the things. See, getting off the train at Ranchi next morning, he realized at once that he had never been there before. He get down from the train at Ranchi next morning, and he realized, after visiting there, he realized that he had never been there before. He had never gone to Ranchi. He came out of the station, took a taxi, and drove around the town for a while. He came out of the station, he took a taxi, and he took a round of the town in order to find out whether he has visited. If he had been to Ranchi, he must have gone to bazaar also. He realized that the streets, the buildings, the hotels, the bazaars, the Moravadi hills, with none of these had the slightest acquaintance. All the bazaars, streets, buildings, Moravadi hills, all were new to him. If he had been visited, he must have gone to these places, but he was not able to remember anything. Would a trip to the Hudru Falls help? Then he thought that, okay, this place seems to be new to me. I have not been to this place. Then again he thinks that, shall I go to Hudru Falls? He didn't believe so, but at the same time he didn't wish to live with the feeling that he hadn't tried enough. He didn't want to go to Hudru Falls. It will not help. He knew it, but then he thought that if I'll not go to Hudru Falls, then it will not be a satisfaction for him, because he wanted to try his best. So he arranged for a car and left for Hudru in the afternoon. Previously also, according to Parimal Ghosh, he had gone to Hudru Falls. There he had a fall and he had a cut on his knee. Now he decides to visit Hudru Falls also. At 5 o'clock the same afternoon in Hudru, two Gujarati gentlemen from a group of picnickers discovered Bipin Babu lying unconscious beside a boulder. At 5 o'clock the same afternoon, now a group of picnickers, the person who has come there as to celebrate their day, two Gujarati gentlemen, they found him in a unconscious state. When he came round, The first thing Bipin Babu said was, "I'm finished, there is no hope left." After going to Hudru Falls also, maybe he felt that nothing came to his mind, he was not able to remember anything, so maybe he fell, or his head span. What happened, we'll come to know. Next morning, Bipin Babu was back in Calcutta. He realized that there was truly no hope for him. Now, after visiting Hudru Falls, after taking a round of the market, he now went back to Calcutta, and he thought that now there is no hope, because even I have been to Ranchi and I was not able to remember. But there was not a single person who could confirm that yes, you had not been to Ranchi. Whoever he has asked, all of them said that no, you have been to Ranchi, and how is it that you are not able to remember it? Soon he would lose everything: his will to work, his confidence, his ability, his balance of mind. We all know that single handedly he was controlling everything, he was doing his job properly, he was living a good life now, but now slowly he is going to lose everything: his will to work, his confidence, his ability, and his balance of mind. Was he going to end up in the asylum at? So he thinks, was he going to end up his life in an asylum, mental asylum, that too in Ranchi? Bipin Babu couldn't think anymore. Back home, he rang up Dr. Chanda and asked him to come over. Now, after going home, after returning home, he called Dr. Chanda once again. Then, after a shower, he got into bed with an ice pack clamped on his head. Then he had a shower and his head was reeling, and so he kept a ice pack on his head. Just then the servant brought him a letter which someone had left in the letter box, a greenish envelope with his name in red ink on it. Now what happened? Just then he received a letter. The servant brought him the letter from the letter box, and it was in greenish envelope, and the name was written with the red ink. Above the name it said, "Urgent and confidential." In spite of his condition, Bipin Babu had a feeling that he ought to go through the letter. Now, on the envelope, in the envelope it was written, "It is urgent and confidential." So he was not feeling well, but he thought that he should go through the letter, he should read the letter, because he wanted to know what is there in the letter. He tore open the envelope and took out the letter. This is what he read. "Dear Bipin, I had no idea that affluence would bring about the kind of change in you that it has done." So, someone has written a letter to him saying, "Dear Bipin, and I had no idea that if affluence means riches, wealth would bring such a change in someone that has brought to you. You have changed a lot. Earlier you were not like this, but now you have changed, and this change is because of your wealth. What was it difficult for you to help out an old friend down on his luck? Now it was so difficult for you to help me when my luck was not favoring me. I have no money, so my resources are limited. What I have is imagination, a part of which I used in retribution of your unfeeling behavior." So that person says, "I have no money, but I have no money, so my resources are limited. I don't have any resource, but what I have is my imagination. I have used this imagination for punishing you for your behavior." Now we come to know that this letter is written by whom? Chunni Lal. Chunni Lal has come to him to ask a favor, that he should help him in finding a job. When Bipin Babu doesn't help him, he gets angry and he plots this. He conspired against Bipin Babu. This entire plot is planned by whom? This entire plot is planned by Chunni Lal in order to take revenge from Bipin Babu. Parimal Ghosh, Dinesh Mukherjee, all are part of this conspiracy. Well, you will be alright again now. Now he will be alright, because this thing has been confirmed that he has not been to Ranchi. This is all done by Chunni Lal. "A novel I have written is being considered by a publisher. If he likes it enough, it will see me through the next few months." So he says that I am writing a novel, and that is considered by a publisher. If the publisher finds it good, then he will publish it, and if he does so, then if he likes the book and if he decides to publish it, I will see the book in next few months. So my happy time is going on now. Chunni Lal was having a bad time, but now he is trying to improve his condition. He is writing a novel. He has written a novel, and if it gets published, then he will not be financially in financially bad condition. When Dr. Chanda came, Bipin Babu said, "I'm fine. It all came back as soon as I got off the train at Ranchi." He has called Dr. Chanda, and when he comes, he lies to Dr. Chanda, and he says that as soon as I get off the train, I realize that yes, I have been to Ranchi, and it called off. It came to my mind. But here he is lying, but he has understood that Dr. Chunni Lal has plotted against him, because he is a writer and he can use his imagination. A unique case, says Dr. Chanda. I shall certainly write about it in a medical journal. So Dr. Chanda is the unique case. You were forgetting everything. It was not coming to your memory, but now it has come to your memory. I will certainly discuss this in my medical journal, because this is a new thing. Other people also might get help by this. The reason why I sent for you, said Bipin Babu, is that I have a pain in the hip from a fall I had in Ranchi. If you could prescribe a painkiller. Now, Bipin Babu had a fall in Hudru, and then he had a pain in the hip, and for that he is a painkiller from whom? From Dr. Paresh Chanda. So he has called Dr. Chanda to give him a painkiller. So this is the story how Chunilal took revenge with Bipin Babu by disturbing him and making him go to Ranchi. So here we come at the end of the chapter. I hope that you were able to understand the chapter well.